So today, because obviously today is Sunday, there was a gala day for rugby. Hugo's under 6 team. They go and play footy, and I'm one of the coaches. Did I tell you how I got the coaching gig?
No, what, you didn't volunteer?
Fuck, it's a fantastic stitch up. Yeah.
What happened?
I got a call. So Hugo played soccer last year. He didn't play rugby last year. He played soccer, and he didn't really take to it. Like he didn't, often he didn't finish the game. He'd cry constantly during the game. Like, wasn't quite getting the hang of it. So,
what do you mean? I know he's a little kid, but what do you mean cry during the game? Like if someone took the ball off him, he'd just burst into tears?
I guess. Or like,
whatever.
I mean, one game he was wearing a jumper. It was really cold, and the team's uniform is light, like sky blue. So we put a sky blue jumper on him, thinking, no, well, under fives, like that'll keep him warm, and he's the same colour, all good.
Yeah.
And he ran out there, and the coach was like, "No, Hugo, go take your jumper off." Like, but because he got singled out, that was it for him. Like,
yeah, okay. I wonder where he gets that from.
Like
you cried a lot when we used to play soccer.
Did I?
With Lou. No, I don't think you did, but just so passionate
I wasn't good at it, but I didn't think I would have cried that much. Maybe I did.
Yeah, anyway, so how'd you get roped into the coaching gig?
Oh, it's fantastic. I got a call. Yeah, Matt, it's Ryan. How you going, Ryan? Good, mate. Oh, is Hugo playing footy this year? I don't know, Ryan. He didn't really take to soccer too well. I want him to play footy, but I'm not sure if this is the year for it. He goes, well, in a couple of weeks on Sunday, they're having a Wallaroos, like Junior Roos rugby information session at the pub, free beers. Come down. I was like, yeah, righto. Fuck it. Why not?
Sounds all right.
Be rude not to. So I go there and I walk in and someone's like, you here for the footy? Yep. I come into this bar. So you got your bar around the back and got a beer. All right, everyone come in. And we went to this sort of function room and the table's set up and there would have been 20 seats. And we're going, I was expecting like a couple of hundred people. I'm going, they weren't expecting many. Okay, so I'm sitting down. It's a bit formal for a little information. Anyway, they start chatting away and talking a lot about coaching and make sure everyone's got there working with children's checks and coaching. I'm like, oh, this isn't for me. Like, I'm not coaching. When they're going to get to the shit that matters? And the list came around and I saw my name on the list and turns out I was coaching. That's just the first I'd heard of it.
You just conned you in. And what, that's how they got you to get there? Just lied to you about the event?
Well, they're like, oh, yeah. And they're like, oh, has everyone got their kids registered? I'm like, no, I don't. They're like, well, you better get onto it because we're pretty much going to have to cut it off. There's not enough spots.
Is that the only way to get dads to coach footy these days? So no one wants to do it.
After we left the room, we go back to the bar for a couple of beers and I went up to Ron, who he got me in. I was like, oi, you stitched me up here. He goes, yeah. He goes, oh, well, that's how they got me last year. I'm like, it was very good. Well done to you. Yeah, old coach. It's not too bad. The kids are pretty good.
And so is that the unwritten rule? So for coaches for next year, you've got to do the same thing. Just lie to someone else.
My job is to lure them in. Yeah,
exactly. Hand on the baton.
I got to honeypot them. Yeah,
yeah.
Lure them in with free grog. Promises of free grog. You're a coach.
And so what age group is he? Like what's
under sixes?
And is under sixes tackle?
Nah. I'm not sure when they're meant to start tackle. I feel like it might be a next year they can start, but I'm not 100% sure. But they play in tag, kind of like Oz tag. They wear tags. And, it's actually a little bit hard because in tackle, if someone's a bit rough, you get them back. In tag, like today we went and played and some kids are running along and the boys, they're going in there to try to tag them and they'll palm them in the chest. Like, palm them off. And they're like, he pushed me. I'm like, yeah, he did. If it was tackle, you'd be like, well, sort it out. But touch, you're like,
in the game, yeah.
Mate, can you not palm people off, please? Or like one kid, Hugo went up to tag him and the kid's holding the ball. Hugo runs up to tag him and the kid just like hits him in the face with the ball. Whack.
So he knows how to get people back.
And he did it more than one. Oh, yeah, Hugo wasn't very happy about that. But, that was today.
You've said before he's thrown a couple of punches, run in the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So he might end up being a bit of a fighter. How do you catch that? Like, mate, you're not you're meant to punch other kids in the face. Come on.
No, why? I don't know, because at one point I encouraged him to.
Like stand up for yourself, man.
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like it's a fine line. You don't want to tell your kid don't hit, don't hit, don't hit, because then when they're in a position where they're very entitled to protect themselves, if you're in their head too much, they might not do anything about it. And I remember one day I dropped him off at daycare, and there was a kid at daycare that he didn't like at all. And I knew that, but I didn't know this kid from a bar of soap. I don't know the full story. All I know is his side of it. And I know that he doesn't like this kid, whatever. Anyway, I get there, and I'm like, there's this kid standing there with his little sidekick, and they're all standing there talking to some other kid. 3 of them standing there, and I'm dropping Hugo off. I go, who's that? And he says, it's such and such. And he says the kid's name. I'm like, oh, okay. And then at that moment, the kid spat in this other little kid's face.
You saw it happen.
And I was like, oh,
man.
I go, did you see that? And Hugo's like, nodding, like, looks like he's about to cry again. I'm like,
that's what happens.
If someone ever spits in your face, you punch them straight in the nose. Okay, that's just not on. Straight away. Don't react. Like, don't pause. Just do it. Anyway, that afternoon he came back from daycare. Like, I'm encouraging this to a 3-year-old. Probably not, but I just feel like they're at an age where if they punch them, they're not going to do much damage physically.
Yeah, true.
But they can learn a really good lesson. It's instant feedback to this kid going around spitting. It's like, nah, if you spit in my face, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Yeah, who knows? The people running the daycare or the teachers, they might actually be grateful because no one else knows how to discipline this kid and to stop him. I'm curious on that one. If you bumped into this kid's dad or mum, do you say something? Like, I'm sure parents have had bullying chats before. Oh yeah, I've heard that your little kid's bashing up my kid. Do you bring it up politely, or do you?
I think you got to. I don't know. I'm just still figuring this out as we go, but I reckon you got to let them sort of figure it out themselves in a safe environment. Like, if you do something negative to someone and they respond, like, yeah, mate, if you go around antagonizing people or pushing someone or spitting them or taking their food, like, they might retaliate.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make it right or wrong, but it might happen. There's repercussions. So just, would you like them to do that to you? I think it's simple. I think it's okay, but at a young age. Like, if you leave it for too long and suddenly they're older and they pick up a lump of wood and smack them and they kill them, I think it better react when they're younger and they can't do that much damage.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. That's my theory. Get them into it. But anyway, so I encouraged that. That happened, and then ever since then, he's been a little bit trigger happy on the punching. It's like, oh, reined it in.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll find the balance.
You can't punch someone because they sat next to you.
Yeah, that's right.
That wasn't the point. Anyway, he'll
his
find
new
it.
secret weapon.
Yeah.
Last time I played Oztag or touch footy, one of them, well, you know what I can get like sometimes, and similar to what you were describing before with Hugo, if people are getting under your skin in a game like that, you can't try and line them up and smash them, right? It gets really frustrating.
Yes.
Anyway, we almost had ourselves in a full blown fight at this social, I don't know what it was, 7-on-7 Oztag game in Sydney.
In Sydney? Yeah.
No, this is in Sydney. Yeah, like collars were grabbed, and I'm sure there's actually a fair few fights that happen in Oztag. But
I don't think we've ever had fire. Oh,
have you ever come across one in touch or Oztag?
In a touch game? I punched a guy.
There you go. This is where he gets it from, man.
But were
your kids watching on the sideline?
Well, he was being real rough. Like, I can't remember exactly what he was. No, the kids weren't born. I can't remember exactly what this guy was doing, but he was being real aggressive with his touches. And we were playing mixed touch, and he was getting real aggressive. And I was like, all right, if this guy wants to, I think when we were going up to, because you know how in touch you can run up, and you'll reach out and touch the person in front of you and put the ball between your legs for a quick dump.
Yeah, sure.
So he was doing that, but he was like, as he did it, he would like palm you, like hit you hard in the chest, or almost shove you. Like,
man, it'd drive me mad.
And if the ref's not going to say anything, and she was like I think she was younger than most of us that were playing, and so she wasn't saying anything, and it happened more than 2 times, and I was like, righto. So I was like, pass it here, and they passed it to me, and I ran up and I didn't punch, I open-handed him, just went like really aggressively, just jammed him right in the face, like in the mouth, and he just went bang. And he goes, all right. And he started blowing up. I go, we'll keep going. And this chick, the girl that's a ref goes, I hope you guys know each other. Like thinking she was hoping it was a joke.
Yeah.
And then on the sideline was Greenie. Greenie
he was ready to jump in.
Greenie, like they're about 50 metres away. He told me this after the game. Greenie turns to Blake, who's on the team, and he goes, I think Matt just punched that guy in the face. And Blake just goes, yeah, fuck him. Like Blake's just all in. He's 50 metres away. Fuck him. Oh, yeah, that's right.
And so he didn't give him any warning. You just went straight in with the punch.
No, I didn't say anything. I was doing it back to him. That's what he was doing to us. And it stopped. Like he got a bit angry, but he didn't keep doing it.
Okay, so it works.
Yeah, it does work.
Time punch
just get a bit of feedback. Okay, you can palm me in the face all you want, and I will do it to you. It is assault, but but the world's gone soft. Everyone needs a bit of salt in their life.
Sometimes
a bit of salt in their life.
Someone just needs a good old snot in the nose to straighten them back out, and then they're good to go again. It's controlled. It's just a little check. That's right.
So yeah, I guess that's where he gets it from. I haven't thought about that before, but yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to do a bit of digging there because I don't think I wouldn't say you've been much of a fighter, but there you go. That's where he gets it from.
Anyway, oi, have you know how McDonald's does these? I don't eat Mac as much, but you do, so you're going to know. You know how they do this competition?
Because I told one story about the drive-through the other day.
Yeah.
I don't eat Macca's that much.
You were far too comfortable. So this is a
you're the one which
occurrence.
knows what that purple character is. Jeez.
What burger do you eat on a Monday? Do you have a burger for each day?
No,
You're just a Big Macer.
I would get a Big Mac or the double Big Mac if it's out at the time. I'd stick with the Big Mac.
Do you know there is actually a product called beef fingers?
What?
It's a strip of meat between the ribs, apparently. I was looking into it. Can you trademark it? And it's an actual product, so.
As in it's a cut of meat, so it's not a.
It's a cut of meat, so you'd have to you could trademark it in a different class, like if it was clothing or something, but you can't trademark a food product if there's already a food product called that.
Yeah, so beef fingers are just ribs, but with all the bones already cut out. Yeah. Still, it's different to what we're talking about.
You could try for beefy. I think you could try for beefy fingers, but I think based off what I've learned in the trademarking thing, is they will say, all right, you have to also give us the logo, and you can trademark your logo with the name Beefy Fingers, but you can't trademark the word Beefy Fingers. They're not going to give you that. Too similar. I don't think.
That's all right. We can get around that.
Waste a bit of money trying to do that.
We can also come up with some different names. But no, it probably wouldn't work, would it? Because it's the play on fish fingers. Anyway.
It's got to be a finger. Yeah.
Yeah, got to be.
Now, so McDonald's. I think it's McDonald's Monopoly. Is that the one where you rip little little letters or something? Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know anyone that's won? Do you know anyone that's won anything significant from that?
Significant? No way. Like only a small Coke or small fries or something. Well, I hope you do.
All right. They say you make your own. They say you make your own luck. Now the year was 2011. From first year apprentice, and I'm buying a bit of Macca's, as we all do.
Change menu.
And I've got the C and I've got the A. All I need is the R, and I might win a car. And it was really, I'm like, fuck, like, do I double down here and just eat a shitload of Macca's and get this R, or does the R not exist?
Yeah.
Like
how many other people in the restaurant had C and A?
Yeah. Does every single person buying Macca's have a C and an A in their pocket? And they're just hunting for that R. Meanwhile, the person who works at Macca's is just checking them all under a scanner. No R's here. So I was like, no, I'm going to fucking commit. And I went to the drive-through Macca's at Neutral Bay.
Yeah.
I'm driving through, and to get to the window, can I take your order? I go, yeah, I'll get 50 small fries, please. And they're like, sorry. I go, 50. They go, 50. I'm like, yep, 50. So I bought 50 small fries. I got to the next window, just fucking 2 big bags.
Yeah.
I'm like, sweet. And I pull around, I pull up, and none of them have any of the little rippers on them. They don't have any
because they're the little paper bag one instead of...
Yeah. And I've walked in.
You idiot. How much did you spend
mate,
on that?
I can't remember. It was a fucking bit of money as an apprentice. And I've gone in, I've pulled up. I'm like, what the fuck? And I've gone in and I go, mate, I just bought a heap of small fries. None of the ripper thing, like there's no letters on them. He goes, yeah, they're only for mediums and larges. I'm like, get fucked. So I just threw it all in the bin. I didn't even eat any.
Oh, that sucks.
Fuck. So no,
I like your logic though. It's that was essentially your raffle ticket. Like you could have been at the shopping centre and bought a $25 ticket to win a car, but you've just gone and bought 50 small tips.
All I had to do was buy 10. All I had to do was buy 10 larges. That's what annoyed me.
Yeah.
Old mate at the window. I'm sure I'm not the first person, mate. Are you trying to get the R? Because I recommend you just get just get a meal.
Yeah. But the best way would be to sit there and the people that aren't actually playing the games just scavenge through the bin, or people that leave their tray on the table. You'd go in and just rip all those off. I feel like we would have done that as kids.
Fuck, that'd be pretty rough. Digging through bins at Macca's.
Oh, yeah, but if we're talking uni days and trying to save a bit of money, I actually don't think I did this one, but
I think that's a rung too low. I wouldn't be able
scavenging
to do that.
through bins.
I can't go through a bin.
No, what about
the only way I go through a bin is if I threw my phone in a bin, I don't reckon I'd even get it out. I'd just be like, oh well.
Oh, really?
Telstra.
No, you got to lower your standards a bit.
Well, there was a supermarket sneaks into business class.
Yeah, exactly. There was a supermarket in Sydney where they would, maybe it was a Harris Farm or something, but they would, when things were about to go out of date or were out of date, they would throw it in the skip bin out the back. And so the boys figured out that was happening every night, so we'd go shopping at the skip bin and you'd jump in and take whatever you wanted. Yeah.
Dumpster diving.
Yeah, that's what it was called, dumpster diving. Yeah. But you'd get some really good things. You could get like a wagyu steak, usually $50, but it's just gone out of date, so they've thrown it in the bin.
And if it's winter, it's probably all good.
So would you do that? Would you ever go dumpster diving? You got to put your 20-year-old shoes back on again.
If I was with a group of mates, maybe. But geez, I don't know. I don't think I've got that in me.
Well, you won't like this then. Like, when I was 18 and backpacking around Europe, that's when I was really trying to make every dollar last, right? As were you. But every dollar that you kept meant I could stay longer, and that was the aim of the game, just to stay in Europe as long as I could. So, especially when we were having nights out, I got into this, I thought I discovered such a genius idea, which was to walk past restaurants that hadn't been cleared yet. So one prime example that I can recall is walking past a Italian pizza, like a pizzeria place in Italy. And there was a delicious pizza there, about half of it obviously hadn't been touched at all, but the people had left and the waiter just hadn't come to pick it up yet. So I stroll into the restaurant as though I'd been there all night, grab a few slices of pizza and walk out.
Did you
anything wrong with that? Any harm?
I don't think anyone's been hurt. No one's been hurt. No harm. No harm as long as you are dressed well and you haven't caused a scene. Because if someone did that and they were like pushing a shopping trolley and like wearing an umbrella as a shirt, I'd be put off my meal a bit. Oh, come on, mate. Whereas if you've walked in and you're dressed the same as me and you sort of didn't attract any attention, again, I wouldn't do it.
But this is coming from the person who, at the school tuck shop, you'd stand there with your hand out asking all the day boys for 10 or 20 cents.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Scabbing.
Can you confirm that?
Scabbing.
We used to call it scavenging, and I would never do that.
It was,
But you definitely did.
I did. I wasn't the inventor of it, but after seeing other blokes doing it with varying degrees of success, when someone got given a $10 note, I was in. I was like, right.
Tell me, tell us how it would work. And why did you know they had $10?
No, I didn't. No. You'd stand there and ask for change. Got any change? And you'd start haggling them before they'd even got to the counter. Are you going to have
you mean if
any
someone was
change?
standing there with $10 in their hand, like knowing they were going to come with some coins as change, you'd hover next to them?
Yeah.
And just ask directly.
I didn't really do it in the older years. It was more a year 7, year 8 thing. But like Macca was the king of it. He'd have a good feed every single lunch break from that. But I befriended the canteen lady who was always on. So there was parents that would roll through and have their shifts, but there was always one constant. We called her Darl. And we'd hang around like, Darl, any out-of-date milks? And she's like, oh, if that banana one's still there at the end of lunch, you can have it. And so we would linger around and just
stay there all lunch.
And like someone's like, oh, don't you fucking buy that banana milk. Get strawberry. Don't you buy that banana.
It sounds like you can be quite intimidating in there, though. No, I can't imagine. Macca could be a little bit intimidating. Come on, give us your change.
He could have. I don't know who he was hassling, but yeah, that was fun. Not that we were pretty well fed. It was just fun of it. Like there was you could go and play handball, or try to get enough money to buy some sushi or something.
Yeah, no, I was playing handball.
Yeah, I was eating sushi. I was drinking out-of-date milks.
Yeah. I was drinking. Just living the high life.
I went to again. This is going back a few years. It's been like 2015. I finished work for the day. It was 3:00. I was in Dubbo here. Finished work, and I'm like, fuck, I want to have a snack. I'm hungry I want to have a snack, but I want to do something healthy. So I know I'll go into the shopping. I'll go to the supermarket and I'll get a banana and a milk. That's healthy, right? So I went in, grabbed a banana, went up to the milk section, and there was milks reduced by like 60%. They were cheap as, and they weren't out of date yet. They still had a day or two left. It's like, sweet, I'm that thirsty. So I went outside, got in the ute, and I started driving. And I cracked the milk, and I took a big swig, and it was off. And I'm like, ugh, and I pulled over. I pulled over up near the mall, and I've jumped out, and I'm dry reaching on the side of the road. I'm like, oh, God. And I cracked the next milk, and it was off too, so I didn't drink it. I was like, fuck. So I just had to eat this banana to try to get the taste out of my mouth. I had no water. Like, I was that thirsty. Just, milk. You don't fuck with milk.
This is
but what I was gonna say, well, talking about saving money. So you're going around scavenging food from restaurants.
Sure. Other mates were dumpster diving. Yeah.
Now we could revisit this money saving topic constantly because everyone's got one. I just remember when you and me were up in Darwin and we were saving we were working 6 days a week. We're doing 10, 11-hour days. We were living in the shipping container for free accommodation. I was spending $30 a week on groceries because I was just eating cereal, like cheap meat pies and, saving money. Anyway, we decided to go and get on the piss, have a day session.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we went to this pub, and it was that pub with that David Gillipil?
David Gwilpil?
Yeah. The one was in Croc Dundee and that. This is the day he was there. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I remember meeting him. Yeah, he was a legend. Okay,
so we went to this pub and we were going to have a day on the piss all day, except I wanted to save money. And you were happy to buy drinks. You were at the bar buying drinks.
Was I shouting you?
Money. No. So
okay.
Up there in the territory at the time, they had this thing called Sober Bob.
Oh, yes.
So if you're the driver...
They probably still do. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you're the driver, you get free soft drink. And so I went and bought a little brick of rum, like a flask-shaped brick of rum I had to in my pants, and I got my Sober Bob Coke. And you'd get a beer or a rum and Coke, whatever you were having. And I'd have my Coke, and then I'd go into the toilet and put my rum in it, and I drank that. And we would drink, and we were trying to chat up the bar girl who was not interested at all. And
standing.
And I reckon I've had let's just say 7 or 8 of these rums. And I was like, righto, my shout. All right, we'll get 2 rum and Cokes. And she's like, she goes, if I get you a rum and Coke and you drink it, you have to pay for all the Cokes that you've been drinking up to this point. And I was like, all right, I'll just get a Sober Bob Coke and a rum and Coke. And, yeah.
I mean, that'd have to happen so often in the territory if the Sober Bobs exist. Like if you're 18, if you're in your young 20s with not a heap of cash and you're just getting Sober Bobs all night, surely the stuff.
But it wouldn't be hard for her to figure out. All she got to do is when I hand my cup over to say, yeah, I'll get another one, please, just sniff it. Well, that stinks.
Yeah, exactly. Or look at your face
Coke.
as you stumble up to the bar.
Yeah. Why have you spilled your Coke all over your shirt?
With your arm around David Whipple. Yeah, mate, you were awesome in rabbit-proof fence. Oh, I love you, man.
Yeah. I don't know why she didn't pull us up, but
who cares? We're having fun. I think we're the only people in there. It was probably a Monday.
Yeah. I remember talking to the chef at that pub. Pretty pissed, and I went to go put some rum in my Coke, and the chef's standing there having a smoke. I was like, you the chef here, mate? He goes, yeah. I go, I'm thinking about being a chef, doing an apprenticeship and being a chef. What do you reckon? And he goes, well, do you like hanging out with your mates? I went, yeah. He goes, do you like your weekends? I go, yeah. He goes, well, don't be a chef.
What a good lesson.
Never thought about it ever again. Yeah.
Yeah. As we were sitting there, tell me if I've mixed stories here, but I'm pretty sure we were sitting there drinking with Dave. What's his last name? Gwilpilly. Well,
I don't know how, even if it was in front of me, I don't think I can say it anyway.
And this woman walks past. This woman walks past and sees him and us, knocks on the door, and then just goes, hey, David, lifts the top up and flashes us. There you go. That's what it's like being famous. That. Women just take their top off for you.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah.
He had a painting, remember? He had a painting and he rolled it out.
No, I can't remember that.
Yeah, he had some bloke with him. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No, that was good. So Dave was just there on the piers carrying his painting around, and he would eventually finish painting it, and he would sell it for like a decent amount of money.
Oh, it'd be thousands surely with his name.
I reckon. Yeah. Yeah.
But he would have got a heap for all those movies as well.
You think so? You just never know with contracts. It's like, I'm pretty sure Exhibit didn't get any money for Pimp My Ride.
What?
Yeah, you remember how Exhibit did Pimp My Ride?
No, I don't know what you're talking about either.
You don't know who Exhibit is?
No. What's Exhibit? What's Pimp My Ride?
Exhibit songs.
Oh, Pimp My Ride, where they'd do up your car. Was that Pimp My Ride?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And I've seen videos pop up because Exhibit was like, a big rapper. And MTV.
You're rap more than me.
Yeah, okay. X to the Z. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
X
he never got paid.
That one. D to the...
No, that's Jay-Z.
Yeah, I know who Jay-Z is.
Yeah, so that... yeah, contracts.
Yeah.
You think you'd make a bit of money, but...
I've got I mean, we can keep chatting about the money saving thing, but we'll hold it for now because everyone's gone through it, and geez, there'd be some funny stories. Anyway, one for our listeners to break the stigma. You and I have never spoken about it, but it's the latest thing I've gone deep on YouTube, and America seems obsessed with it. It's the disclosure that's happening with the UFOs, essentially, in the States, and how there's this big push for the CIA or whoever's holding the secrets to actually start reporting on what they've seen. And from all reports, like there's basically aliens, which is just such a weird thing to accept, and people won't probably accept it until you see some hard proof, which is what people are asking for at the moment. So there is a chance in the next few months that documents, photos, videos are released where we all sit back and go, holy shit, okay. So they do exist.
I'm not keeping up with this alien stuff, but I think there would be some. It makes sense. Big place, this universe. But I don't understand why all the sightings always seem to happen in the same. Why are they all in America?
Well, they're not all in America, and what you've said there is what I've heard from other people as well. I just don't think we understand it. We think it's just Americans that talk about it. But there was this program on the ABC I watched, Australian Story, where 300 school kids in the 60s watched these UFOs fly around for 2 hours. And then at the end of it, just when they took off again, they were chased away by these 6 Cessna 182s. Essentially, men in black rocked up, people in suits, and said, you can never talk about this. They had to have a big school assembly, and they said if you talk to the media or anyone, you're basically going to get expelled. So all these little kids got bullied into never talking about it again. So now you've got these 65-year-old people saying, like, who were these people that told us to shut up? Like, we watched these things dance around the sky for hours. And so there you go. There's one in Melbourne. They're all over the world. But yes, you do hear of them a lot in America because they hover over nuclear sites and they say they're trying to understand like what technology the US has, which is also why they came up since World War II. Basically, since the atom bomb was developed, they've become really curious.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So do they hang around Russia heaps too?
Yeah, like they reckon all the big nations would have their secrets. And the reason why we haven't heard anything about it is because there's ones that have crashed or have been potentially shot down. And obviously the governments are just trying to back solve the technology so that they can weaponize it. And if you release your secrets and you say, oh yeah, we've got like this ship that can go, interstellar, then you don't want China to get it first. So, but this, look at all of America, as is the world, is kind of just.
Imagine if Amazon gets hold of an interstellar drone.
Yeah, it'd be quick then, wouldn't
get
it?
your deliveries ASAP. When can you get us that ceiling fan? Right now. Boss. Yeah. Thank you, Amazon. Thank you, Mars.
I was thinking if you had
it has to be used for war, doesn't it? Can't use it for bloody Uber Eats.
Anyway, what if there is this day, to continue on with it, where some kind of alien gets in front of a microphone to address the world, like you see on the movies? There's a Steven Spielberg movie that's out at the moment I want to watch next week. And anyway, I was thinking if this thing gets up in front, what the hell would it say, first of all? And then how funny would it be if it's like, I need to win these people over. So I just stood up there and said the most hilarious, like, 5-minute stand-up comedy skit.
Just fucking funny.
So everyone kicks back and goes, these guys are freaking hilarious. Like,
imagine
what legends.
If funny.
Imagine if they were just this, like, insanely funny species. And that'd be the quickest way to win everyone over. Anyway, we'll see. Like, this just things keep getting dropped, and it's such a weird conversation to have.
How am I not? So how are you across this? Where's it popping up on your feed?
I just think Australia's not across it. America's absolutely across it. Like the government, the Pentagon, they've all said, yes, there are UAPs, unidentified something phenomenon, which is the new word for UFOs because UFOs had too much stigma tied to it. They've admitted they exist, which is fine because that's just saying, look, things fly around in the sky that we don't know what they are. But these things have instantaneous acceleration, go underwater, zip around. Like, it's clearly not anything out of this world. So they've admitted they exist. But the problem is, if you speak about it, if you've worked in the CIO on one of the projects, if you speak about national secrets, you go to jail and can potentially get killed by your own government without a trial. So what the big issue is trying to have this whistleblower protection policy so all these people can actually speak freely about it. And that's what they're trying to push for at the moment. So people don't feel like they're going to get thrown in jail, shot, killed.
Well, I know what I'll be doing tonight.
And buried. What?
I'll be going down some rabbit holes.
Get into it. I can send you some stuff. Yeah.
No, I don't want to because it's cool, but I just want to wait until it just...
Till an alien gets in front of the microphone and starts cracking you up.
I don't want all the clouded he says, she says. I just want give me the hard evidence.
Yeah. No, I tend to agree. Show us some footage, which is just undisputable.
That'd be nice, yeah.
It'll come. We can chat about it then.
Speaking of footage, do you have security cameras or CCTV at your house?
No.
Why not?
I haven't been bothered to buy it, and I'm not an electrician to install it.
Have you ever had stuff stolen?
From my house?
Yeah.
No.
Out of your car? Like if your car on the street and someone goes through it or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, every night if you leave your car on the street with the unlocked, like they'll open it and go through it. But I've never had anything valuable taken. I haven't found
How many times have you had that happen to you?
Twice. I've left the car out. Usually I park it in the driveway, but I think they go around every night, like clockwork, and try every car.
Yeah. And do they come up the driveway? Have you got a sensor in the driveway?
I hope not. That's where I would like a camera because a dog comes down the driveway and shits in our backyard every third night. So that's the main reason why I want to get a camera. And I don't know if he's coming down with someone or if it's just a dog or what. But yeah, that's why I want a camera. Why? Where are you going with this? If you get,
I've got cameras. I've been robbed. I've had stuff stolen many times.
From your ute or from the house or both?
Mostly from the vehicle.
Okay.
And to varying degrees of value. But I cover the place with cameras. I think the best defense from just your opportunistic thieves are sensor lights, a dog with a closed fence, and cameras. The trio. The best thing out of all three of those is the dog.
Mm.
But I remember I went outside one day, walked through the gate, and there's a shit right there, like in our gate, but just in the nature strip side, like outside of the yard. And I'm like,
okay, yeah.
I'm like, fuck, who the fuck's been walking their dog, and they've let it do his shit right in front of our gate where I'm going to walk on it, and off they've walked. And I'm like, this fuckwit. So I've gone and hopped on my security system, scroll back through it, and you run back and you can see this little nugget, see the nugget, no nugget, you're right, somewhere in between there, and you look and look and look. Anyway, finally, I see our dog in our yard. Then she slips through the fence into the neighbour's house, goes out their driveway, comes around, shits in front of the gate, and then comes back in.
Oh, really?
yeah. So it was our dog. Like,
so it's just taking the don't shit in your own backyard to a whole new level and run out.
I'll just leave this here. So random. But another time,
clever. I was hoping you were going to say it was like Jake, our cousin, who like walks his dog every morning past your house and gives you the finger while you're still asleep.
Well, I really want to know who it was. Someone went through my van and stole some jumper leads out of it, which are worth bugger all. But it was like 5 a.m. or 5:30 a.m. I was expecting midnight, but early hours of the morning, and he was in like high vis work gear, so pretending that he's walking to work or something. I don't know.
Clever, yeah.
Or one day it was bin day. Put the bins out. I came home at lunch for smoko, and our red bin was missing.
Some uni student had gone
fucking kidding me? They're stealing bins now. And I've gone through the footage, and you see the garbage truck come along, and he picks the bin up, and like the red bin goes into the truck. And the arm comes down, and he's like, his bin's gone. He's like,
I just took off.
Yeah. I rang him up. I was like, hey, you guys put my whole bin in the truck. They're like, no, you're like, yeah, no, we know. It's on the way. There's another one coming.
Oh, good. He didn't. Yeah,
there's already
that
on the way.
Can't happen too often.
No. But no, I highly recommend it. Like I've got me and Jack were doing a bit of a demolition job on our shed. And Jack, I got knocked off my ladder and I fell off and broke my ankle. That was on camera.
Oh.
I got Hugo breaking his arm on camera when he jumped off a ladder.
Oh, I remember you told me that one.
Yeah, and he landed awkwardly and broke his arm. You get some crackers on there. Or, caught the kids lying. Like, what happened here? And they'll say, such and such did this. And you go back to the camera like, oh, you cheeky little bugger. It was you. So I love them.
It happened at work the other day across the road. These tobacco wars that are going on. I presume it was tied to that because across the road we had a convenience store which had a big slash through the security fence overnight, and there were cops everywhere by the time we woke up the next morning. And the cops asked us if we've got footage that we can show them. And I thought twice about it because are you not then giving proof to the cops and then you're getting yourself involved in some kind of tobacco wars? Like I didn't want to get involved with any of it. But
possibly. The cops came to our house once.
It's useful for that.
Cops came to ours once and said, we're chasing some footage from last night between the hours of 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. We're looking for footage of a man walking and a man riding a bike. And that's all they said. And rightio, and I went through the footage, look. And then finally, I'm like, oh, shit. So there's this bloke walking along, and out the front of our house, like in the center of the camera, this guy on the bike rides up, drops the bike, and like robs this bloke, takes his wallet and phone and stuff.
Oh, you got it all?
Jumps on the bike and rides off. And I rang the cops, and I go, yeah, I've got it. I've got the whole thing. They're like, oh, you're joking. Like, we just needed a proof that they were in the area at the same time. Because he goes, we've got footage of this kid on the bike using the wallet later. So we know he had possession, but he's saying he found it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, well, he did find it in this bloke's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon it's great. Just peace of mind. Or
You see some funny ones as well on like the Ring cameras on people's doors on social media, and that's just full of either robbers getting caught or FedEx dudes slipping over in the ice in North America and busting themselves. Or
you get some good. Or one bloke texted me. I can't remember who it was. He texted me, and me and Em were we were in Yamba. We were up on holidays, and my ute, I've got some very distinctive signwriting on my ute. Very loud,
sure do.
very unique, cannot be missed. And this bloke texted me and he said, did you just drive past me near Wellington or something, like a long way from ours? I'm like, nah, I shouldn't have. The ute should be in the driveway. And he's like, oh, maybe there's another fan man. I'm like, I fucking doubt it.
I doubt that.
I went through my camera and the ute was still in the driveway. So,
oh, right. There you go.
Maybe it was a UFO. I don't know.
Maybe.
It wasn't my ute. But yeah, peace of mind. Oh, I've got heaps. Yeah. The more you think about it, I've got so much CCTV.
Yeah. Well, you're in Dubbo where, I mean, it's a great spot for capturing crime if that's a hobby of yours. Toowoomba was pretty bad when we were living there. Newey, I don't know. I haven't heard the stories like I did in Queensland with cars getting stolen every night and getting burnt out just down the road. You don't see that as often here. You get all the fun stuff, bikes ripping around and whatever else. But
a good one was bloke across the road, because I'm mindful not to point my cameras onto other people's business. So it's
other people's businesses or just
other people's houses
business
and stuff.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
And like the camera might be picking
and it's
up
probably
the
illegal,
road.
isn't it?
Probably, yeah. So I don't do it, and like the camera might be facing and get the road, but I've blocked out the road. Like the road doesn't trigger the camera to film.
Oh yeah,
it only gets triggered inside the fence. But anyway, the guy across the road, it was council pickup, so everyone had their bulky goods out on the curbside, and he hits me up. He goes, "Oh, can you bloody go back through the camera and see what's happened out the front of mine? All this carpet that's out the front of mine." So he had a bit of stuff out the front of his to be picked up, and at like 10 p.m, a ute's pulled up and unloaded a heap of fucking carpet and dumped it out the front of this guy's house.
Oh, it was you 15 years ago. That's who did that. trying to save on rubbish tip fees.
I was like,
it would have been harmless.
I got it. It's a white Falcon, had number plates and everything. And well, do you know him? He's like, no, but I'm like, so random. Like, he could have dumped it on any street, and he's just picked that house.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe he was trying to be a bit tidy about his littering. But that's all right, isn't it? Like, council pickup's just going to take. There's no limit on how much you can have for council pickup, is there?
Oh,
just can't be commercial waste.
They try to say one trailer's worth, but like, I don't know why old mate would bother doing that. Potentially because old carpet from like from the 80s and earlier, the underlay had asbestos in it.
Oh, right.
So you always want to be real careful if you're ever doing a home reno and the carpet went down pre-1990. There's a good chance it's got a very toxic asbestos underneath it.
I see. Right, that's good to know.
And so maybe he had contaminated carpet. I don't know. And I'm just clutching at straws here. But yeah.
Anyway.
CCTV to the rescue. Yeah.
Well, that might do it till next week. What do you reckon?
I got one question for you.
Yeah, sure.
Going back to where we started. We had footy this morning. Is it a footy jersey or a guernsey?
Jersey. As a kid, I think I called it a guernsey, but now I call it a footy jersey. I reckon you call it a guernsey.
And you know what the words Guernsey and Jersey have in common?
They sound similar?
They're both tiny little islands off the coast of England.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
So what is it? What's the correct one? Rugby? Do you know?
I'm guessing being on these little islands, they probably get these windy, shitty, cold conditions, and they probably both had a knitted jumper that they wore, and maybe they just named it after themselves.
Oh, you're trying to figure out the... Okay, yeah, maybe.
I could just Google this, but yeah, just as a kid,
it's more fun trying to figure it out.
I thought it was Jersey. I thought it was Jersey, and then people would say Guernsey. I'm like, am I mishearing this? Or
yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say today?
Righto. Hey, what would I say? Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey. Yeah.
Jersey.
All right.
Right.
Till next week.
See you, Spood. See you, Spood.
Yeah, see you, Rabbit.
What?